Following a brutal terrorist attack in Pahalgam, one of Kashmir's most scenic and peaceful towns, India is in shock. The nation mourns the loss of dozens of civilians and soldiers. Investigations quickly point toward a Pakistan-based terror group, triggering massive public outrage. With pressure mounting, India decides to respond militarily, not just to punish, but to send a clear message. A targeted Indian strike across the line of control is launched, likely through airstrikes or precision missile strikes, aimed at destroying known terrorist training camps in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. This would be similar to the Balakot airstrike in 2019. But unlike 2019, this time, India goes in harder, possibly deeper. Pakistan, seeing this as a direct violation of its sovereignty, retaliates. And now, the situation begins to spiral. So who would win if this escalated into full-scale war? Let's look at the numbers. India's military is one of the largest in the world. It has over 1.45 million active personnel, nearly 4,200 tanks, around 600 combat aircraft, and a growing arsenal of advanced missile systems like the BrahMos, Agni, and Pralay. India also has a strong blue water navy with 2 aircraft carriers and over 150 warships and submarines. Its defense budget is over $75 billion, the third highest in the world. On the other hand, Pakistan maintains a smaller but capable military force, with around 654,000 active troops, roughly 2,700 tanks, and close to 400 combat aircraft. Its navy is modest, with no aircraft carriers and fewer deep-sea capabilities. Pakistan's defense budget stands at around $10.3 billion, just a fraction of India's. Based purely on conventional military strength, India holds a clear strategic advantage. In a limited conventional war, India is likely to dominate the airspace, control key ground sectors, and achieve battlefield superiority in 2 to 3 weeks. Many defense analysts estimate that India has a 65% to 75% probability of military victory in a conventional war, assuming it stays below the nuclear threshold. But that threshold is the key. Both nations are nuclear powers. India has an estimated 160 nuclear warheads, while Pakistan is believed to have 165. Pakistan follows a policy of first use, meaning it might use nuclear weapons if it perceives its territorial integrity is under serious threat. India, on the other hand, follows a no-first-use doctrine. This means that while India may win a conventional war, it must act with extreme caution to avoid pushing Pakistan toward a nuclear response. And then there's the human cost. A war would displace millions along the border regions, especially in Punjab, Rajasthan, and Kashmir. Civilian casualties could run into the tens of thousands. Economically, both countries would suffer heavily. Stock markets would collapse, foreign investment would freeze, and years of economic progress could be wiped out in weeks. Geopolitically, China, Pakistan's closest ally, might offer diplomatic or even logistical support. Meanwhile, India would lean on its growing partnerships with the US, France, and Australia. The United Nations and global powers would rush in to contain the conflict, fearing global fallout. In conclusion, while India has the upper hand militarily and could achieve a tactical victory in a limited war, the presence of nuclear weapons and the unpredictable nature of warfare make such a conflict highly dangerous. A strike after an attack like the one in Pahalgam may offer short-term justice, but it risks long-term chaos. War, once begun, is rarely under anyone's control, and with 2 nuclear nations, the stakes are far too high.